shit.
Hey everybody, this is Tales from the Shit with Josh Jack and Bill Miller. It's been a year and a half since we've talked shit. Can you believe it? A year and a half, Bill.
Well, the time just flies by.
Time flies by when you shit, it seems.
Well, and you shit every day, I hope.
I shit too much. Sometimes I shit like 3 times or 4 times a day. I think I'm at least... Tales from the Shit. Sorry, I was busy making sure the stream worked. I usually shit sometimes fucking 3 times a day at least. I'm very regular. Are you a regular shitter?
Yeah, I shit about 3 times a day.
That's awesome. So the last guy we're doing this show with, he was a shithead. He wasn't really a pooper, you know. So unfortunately, I have to change the name of the show because it has his name all over it, which is gay.
That's shitty.
Yep, we got a lot of shit puns. Now you sent me this article. I know you probably don't remember. Almost a year and a half ago, we were doing a show. We never got to use it about hand dryers. Do you remember what that's about?
Not at all.
Okay, so when you use hand dryers in the bathroom, you're really blowing fecal matter on your own hands.
Oh, yeah, totally. Hot fecal matter.
Yeah, so when I see a guy using a blow dryer, I mean, what's it called? A hand dryer, I should say?
Yeah, it's a hand dryer.
I want to say to him, hey, dude, you know you're blowing shit all over your knuckles, right? You're not really, first of all, it takes too long. And second of all, you're blowing shit all over your hands. It's disgusting.
I've seen some guy clean his pocket pussy with one of those.
Ah, shit in the pussy. Disgusting.
He took it inside out and he put it in there and it was going.
Oh, that's
cute.
That's not good.
Fucking it.
And
getting all that shit up in his dick.
Some guys like shit in the dick. Now, I can't take calls, unfortunately, because Google Voice is so gay. They only allow my microphone to be shared on one of their programs. So, unless I had it, that's gay. I was going to take some callers.
Yeah, Google Voice, more like Google shit.
Yeah. Now, the Hedonist John is in the chat right now. He says, can you announce when the cabaret starts out? Now, listen, John, you fucking
know.
Can't you go to the fucking Comedy Cabaret website? Don't you think we'll be on there? Are you that lazy? I know you're busy, fucking kinky whores all over the globe.
He just doesn't have anything to say, so he just brings that up.
Ooh. Now, it's like, okay, so the Comedy Cabaret starts back up next Wednesday, okay? I'll do that during this show. Next Wednesday, John, because you're so busy, you can't check a website. I'll announce that for people listening who have no clue what we're talking about. Now, I was going to have this guy from Craigslist call in. I posted an ad saying, do you have any dump stories? And this guy wrote me and said, I used to blow guys every day on the toilet when they took their morning dumps. I said, can you come on the show and tell that story? He goes, you want me to blow you?
Oh, we got him angry, and now he's calling in.
No, that's somebody else's unknown number. He goes, do you want me to blow you while you take your morning shit? I said, no, I just want you to call in. And he goes, here's some pictures. And I know you wanted to see the pictures. I swear to you, I would be honest, if I looked at I deleted them right away. I don't want to see any blumpkins. That's the term. A blumpkin is when you get blown when you take a shit, which is kind of weird because I pee a little bit when I shit. So that means that you're peeing in the person's mouth.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. That's good. I always figured a midget coined the term blumpkin.
Okay, somebody named Cran Standen says, hey, Josh Jack, Hostbusters talks about you a lot on his streams, I assume. I don't know who that is, and I assume good things or bad things. I don't know. You tell me.
I just think a midget would say the word blumpkin.
Yeah. They don't like to be called...
It's a very midget kind of a word. Blumpkin.
I like to get my Dunkin' Munchkins while I get a blumpkin.
I can't really reach it, so I have to wait till you take a shit to suck your cock.
Okay, so here's a new method I came up with. I call it the diaper. This only works if you have baby wipes. So pretty much I shit myself in the park, right? And this happens once in a while. I'm in the park 7:30 in the morning. I leave too early sometimes. You know, the old stomach gets going. And I take like 4 baby wipes and I make a diaper. I stand and I crouch over, and then I shit into the diaper, and then I throw it in the trash can. Or if there's no trash can, I'll throw it behind a tree, and then I start using the other wipes to get it out. And yeah,
you should throw it into a baby genie.
well, I don't know. There's a rat. Now, Crane Shannon says, "Does it know about Hostbusters?" No, I don't know what Hostbusters is. Do you know about Hostbusters, Bill?
No, what's a Hostbuster?
I don't know. This guy might tell us. A lot of Okay, so that's the baby wipe method. Also, I don't know if you probably never. I have a really poor diet, as you could tell by the size of my body, and I eat a lot of sometimes grease and fast food and shit. There's times where if I eat let's say wings for an example, I fart so much that it's like poop. Like it's weird. Like I'll fart like 3 times, and then I'll feel my underwear sucking up my butthole. So I'll take a wipe, put it back there, and there's not a lot of remnants on there, but a little bit. And then another 3 farts go by, and next thing you know, I realize I'm pretty much farting out poop slowly.
Yep.
It's disgusting. It's like I'd rather just shit. This is terrible.
Yeah, those are, that's where bacon strips come from. You get some fart, a little bit of poop comes out. I mean, it's mostly just poop air.
Now, Bill, when is the last time you did the, what we called it? The thing where you stick toilet paper up? You guys call it a tampon or something? The ass pon?
A man pon?
Ass pon, tampon. Yeah, when's the last time you've done that?
I haven't used a man pon since probably last spring.
Wow. Probably since someone wants us to not use crude language. Well, you can go shit yourself, sir.
Yeah, you can go fucking leave. You can get the fuck out of here.
It says X-rated comedy on my banner. You know what that means? It's genius.
It means go read your Bible and get the fuck out of here, you fucking faggot.
There you go. Now, also, oh yeah, so we talked about this before. You know what I realized? Now that we're not doing the other show used to be called Poop Stories, which I thought was a better name than this, even though this is kind of a cool name. We can use all that content from that show. Like, that's our content.
Yeah, let's recycle it.
Yeah, that's our content. It's like when you're a comedian, if you come up with a good joke and use it 3 weeks later, somebody says, "Hey, man, use that joke 3 weeks ago." It's like, go fuck yourself. You know I'm a comedian? That's what we do.
Yeah. What you should say is, "Thanks for remembering my joke."
Yeah, and so we could take all that content. Now, one of the things we talked about was the poop finger. That's when you get a little bit of poop on your finger, and that smell never comes off. This happened to me, I think, Friday. People want to call in, but sorry, can't take your call unless you want to buy me Skype credit. So pretty much what happened was I got poop in my. This is disgusting. Not only on my finger, it was on the it almost got in my fingernail.
Yeah.
So I had to lift it up. So first what I did was I dumped alcohol in there. Not drinking alcohol, rubbing alcohol in there. Then the smell didn't come off. Wash my hands 3 times. That didn't come out. Then I used lotion. Then I used baby oil, and it kind of went away. But that's once you get poop on your fingers, forget about it. It's gone.
I used to get it on my thumb a lot.
Yeah, when you start changing diapers, Bill, you're gonna get it a lot.
One day, I dropped so much acid that I forgot how to wipe my ass the next day, and I had to relearn how to wipe my ass. So and for 6 months, I would get poop on my thumb. I'm like, how did I wipe my ass all my life and not get poop on my thumb? And now when I do it, I can't help but to get poop on my thumb.
Yeah, and some people, I've asked people this question, you ever get poop on your hand? They lie. I think everyone in their life, at least one time, has gotten a little bit of shit on their hand or their fingers. I don't know why people lie. They go, no, that never happened to me.
They have to.
Yeah, because sometimes you underestimate how much toilet paper you need, and sometimes the toilet paper just breaks through, or sometimes you just, you're trying to get deep and you're not ready to go deep yet, and it just hits your finger, and it's just on there.
God damn, I love the way you say toilet.
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 That's right. I grew up in the ghetto. That's how we used to say it.
Get off the toilet.
I gotta use the toilet. Back in my old house before we moved here to the Northeast, 6 of us shared one bathroom. So I think I told this story before. In the morning, I had to go to school. I had to take a shit really bad, and my sister's in the bathtub because we had a bathtub. We didn't have a shower. That's how ghetto it was. And my sister was like, "Go ahead, you just take a shit, and I'll turn around." I said, "I can't do that. I didn't want. I felt uncomfortable." I said, "Please, I have to go to school." My mom's yelling, "Go to school! Go to school! You gotta be there." So I just fucking went in the backyard and I just took a shit and I left it there. I didn't even pick it up. And my dad came home from work like, whatever. I don't know, fucking what, 8 hours, 9, 10 hours later. And he goes, "You just fucking took a shit. You just fucking left it there. You didn't even fucking clean it up." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a kid. I didn't think I had to do that."
Dude, I'm working at a really shitty situation right now. Our toilets were broken for like a good fucking week. And what I've been doing was I've been crapping in buckets and then just throwing the whole bucket out.
Yeah. It's called a shit pail.
A shit pail, yeah. I've been just shitting in fucking pails and just walking them to the dumpster and throwing them in there.
You know who we got to get on this show? There's this guy. He used to be associated with Howard Stern, but he's not. I think Howard banned him. His name was Ass Napkin Ed, and he got that name because he sticks napkins up his ass all day because he has anal leakage. And he used to be a part of that show, and he lives in a boarded house, and he had a shit pail. That's where the term came from. And he would just shit in a bucket if he couldn't get to the bathroom, and then he would clean it out with bleach.
He would use a man pond.
Yeah, all day. Now I pooped. Awesome. I pooped in the shower once. This happened like in my early 20s, whatever. I was in the shower and I had to take a shit, which is terrible. And I was like, it doesn't feel that bad. So I put my hand behind my ass. I shit in my hand and I threw it like a gorilla into the toilet, and I made it. I made it into the toilet, and I just continued to wash my hands over and over. It was a very animalistic thing that I did.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It was cool, disgusting, but I feel like we are monkeys. That's not a racial term. We are monkeys.
No.
We have
we're monkeys.
Yeah, we're animals. And I want to say that, everyone says I got to take a number 2. I think poop should be number 1. Think about it. It's more important to poo than it is to pee.
More important.
Because if you have to pee as a guy, maybe for a girl because they have to sit down and use those piss flaps. But as a guy, if you have to pee, that's no big deal. It's like I can go behind a tree. I can just whip it out, pretend I'm talking on the phone. But when you got to shit, man, you got to squat. It's a whole thing. The wiping, cleaning yourself, washing your hands. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. It should be my job.
Now, Bill, do you have any poop stories over the last year and a half?
So I have to poop in a bucket. And the reason why is because there's fucking shit in my toilet that won't go down.
Yeah.
And there's this fucking shit that's been hanging out in our back room. And it's just been like no water in the toilet, just shit. Just fucking sitting there, stinking like a stale fucking shit. And then we got the plumber and the roto-rooter guy, and he fucking roto-rooted the shit, and he fucking drained all the fucking water out of all the toilets. And then he fucking blew the sewer line. He like put he put like a pump that fucking pumped air through the sewer line, and that air came right out of the fucking toilet. So it was like fucking breathing in fucking toilet shit sewer air and right into my fucking work. And You know what? That's a motherfucking OSHA violation. Not having a fucking toilet. And you know what? We're just cool. We're that cool for Sherwin-Williams to not fucking bother them with that shit. Well, I shouldn't say Sherwin-Williams. Ooh, I said it again. Uh-oh. Anyway. Shit. Oh man, it sucks. It sucks working there right now because there's no fucking. And so I'm like saying to the plumber guy, I'm like, oh man, who's gonna clean that up? And he's like, oh, some cleaning crew. I'm like, oh, thank God. So we didn't clean it, and now it's like the toilets are working again, but no one's using them still because they're gross and there's shit on the floor that we just put like fucking cardboard down so we're not walking on it. No one's going to clean that shit. Turns out we're gonna clean that shit. We're like, hey, landlord, when's that fucking clean guy? He's like, clean guy? There ain't no fucking clean guy coming out.
Ugh.
You better fucking mop that shit up. And I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna have to clean a poopy fucking floor.
Now, how often would you say in a month do you poo at work?
I would have to say I mostly poop at work.
Yeah.
Most of my poops happen at work. Like, that's where my body's moving the most. That's where I'm like fucking loosening up. Like, I come home, I probably poop at night maybe once, poop in the morning maybe once, once or 3 or 4 times a week. But like the majority of the shits, I'm at work most of the time of the day. You know?
Yeah. Because you work a lot, if you work a long day, if you work even 6 hours, right, But you ever been in the middle of helping a customer with customer sales or something, and you got one coming out, and you got to kind of run in the back or something?
I have to hold it, and unless I have a coworker, I would be like, hey man, go take care of this old lady while I take a shit.
Yeah, I remember. I've had a
If
few.
I'm alone, I have to hold it.
I've had a few close encounters at work where, like, you're busy doing something, and you almost feel like you might not make it. You're like, man, imagine pooing at work, and you got to tell your boss, and you got to go home. It's a whole thing.
There's a couple of times where it's like if I gauge the customer and if I know they're cool and I'm doing a real big order and I'm doing a real big favor for them, I would be like, okay, no problem. I'm going to get you to do this, and hey, I'll give you a coupon if you let me go to the bathroom right now.
Hey.
And a lot of times they'll be like, oh yeah, sure, please go to the bathroom. We're human.
Yeah, I remember when I had my government job years ago. I ate this big yogurt thing from the supermarket. I was trying to eat healthy. It was really big. It had those nuts in it, and I ate it for like and I guess it wasn't chill enough, so I felt it go right through me. And I ran to the bathroom. There was only a 1-stall bathroom, and I said, I guarantee someone's gonna be in there. I'm gonna shit myself. I was just gonna shit right in the urinal or at the sink, and I made it. There was nobody in there, and I just blew it all out. But I was like, man, if there was somebody in there, I was screwed out.
Sometimes yogurt has like that fake sugar in it, and a lot of people can't really digest that, and it's like fucking yogurt already. So a lot of times your body is like, oh shit, fake sugar, can't deal with it, get it out of me.
Yeah, I have fake sugar yogurt. I shit like a baby.
My wife had, whenever she gets that fucking fake sugar yogurt, she fucking shits a fucking storm.
Yeah, but there was a really big yogurt. It came in this really big, like 20-ounce cup, and that's too much yogurt. I should have realized that was going to make me shit at work. That was just I think 1-stall bathroom should be illegal, especially at supermarkets and stuff and everywhere, because like only one person shitting in there over and over. Once I had to shit once in the supermarket. This guy was playing with a flashlight on the toilet. He's like talking on the phone like, yeah, I bought a flashlight, and I almost pooped in the urinal. I was gonna shit right in the urinal, and I got my wipes with me. I was like, I have no choice. It's coming out, and this guy's just playing around with his flashlight or his fleshlight, whatever the fuck he's doing.
There's this one time back in Boy Scouts when we went out to camp in Camp Okanagan, they had like a latrine, and it was pretty much like. It was a toilet seat that had a fucking big hole, and you look inside that hole, it's just a fucking vat full of like all the kids' crap in it. It's it's just a hole in the ground, and like in the middle, like everyone, okay, so if you're going to be in the Boy Scouts, you have to have a number of things. One of those things being a flashlight. So everyone has a flashlight, and my friend Billy dropped his really expensive big fucking flashlight that took one of those big block batteries. Mm-hmm. He dropped that in the latrine, and we're all fucking looking at it. And his dad's with him, and we're just like all staring at this light that's just sticking right up into the fucking the fucking shit, and it's so gross. It's the grossest. It's nothing but toilet paper, blue water, and fucking shit.
When you have to shit in the woods or something, don't they call that by foot? They call it like a 12-footer or a 20-footer. Like I got some sort of term like that.
What, 20 feet away?
Yeah, something like that. Like you have to go. If you have to go 50 feet, you say, "Hey, I gotta take a 50-footer or something."
Yeah, I gotta, fucking poop real far away and then bury it.
All right, well, I think we covered a lot. I'm gonna go listen to the other episodes, and I'm just gonna recycle everything we said before because this is all gold,
No.
folks. Poopy gold.
No. Let's keep going.
You sure?
Yeah, I got my wife here, and I think she has some things to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some poop questions for my wife, if that's all right.
All right, let's go. Go ahead.
So, Carrie, you're pregnant, right?
Yes, very much so.
So, have you been pooping differently?
Yes.
Tell us what your poop is like now.
Oh God. I don't know. I guess more often.
And like, how big are you? You have twins. You're pooping for 3.
Well, what do you want to know? Like the amount, the
You
sheet?
just tell me all about it.
Oh my.
How was it like pooping? What was your poop like before you were pregnant?
Just normal.
What was normal? Like little raisin turds? Like you poop like a goat?
No.
Like a sheep?
No, just more like your just standard log sheep.
Log shape. Now what is it like now?
Kind of. I think because I'm getting squished, little and skinny.
You got little skinny poops?
Yes.
And a lot more?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like Play-Doh. You just same amount, just longer.
Yeah, it's just more like, especially since I hit the 3rd trimester, just more often and skinnier because I think my intestines are getting squished by 2 babies.
Okay. Thanks, Carrie.
Yeah.
All right.
So there it
That was
is.
a lot of fun.
There it is. That's poop perspective from a pregnant woman with twins. Everybody, for those you want to know.
Thanks, Josh.
Well, Bill, thanks for doing this show. I hope to do more of these with you, talking poop. But also, we might bring back some other topics as well. Maybe do not a 3-hour show, but like an hour show, maybe. Bring back the Fred's one. Change the name. But this is the first episode of Tales from the Shit, and I hope I can figure the call thing out so we can have callers call in. Mostly trolls, I assume, but still. But thanks to Bill Miller. Bill, you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Bill. Thanks for calling
No
in.
problem.
All right. So this.
Anytime. A lot of fun.
All right. I'll see you. This has been.
Tales from the Shit.